So now we're going to look at the S scale. So once again, refer back to page 5 if you like. Basically the S scale here, and you can see this from 0 to 100 once again. This person's level of S doesn't shift much between their natural and adapted style. Basically, the higher your level of S, you can think of the S as the pace scale. So that's how quickly or slowly you like to interact with the environment that you're in. So someone that is scoring high in their level of S, and once again a high score is 80 and above, they're more slower paced, they're more relaxed, they're more considered with how they do things. So you can consider in the context of making a decision, someone who's a high S is more likely to approach that in a very indirect way. They're more likely to take their time to process the information that they have available to them, and in their own time come up with a solution, and it's usually going to be a quality solution because they've taken the time to process and think about different outcomes and solutions along the way. Someone who's a low S, so particularly those that score below 20, they're actually very fast paced, so they have a high sense of urgency. They'll measure basically their output by literally how much they get done during a practice session. Coaches that are low S, they always feel the need to change things. Okay, so they like a very dynamic, changing environment which is marked by variety. That's the complete opposite for a high S. A high S is also the profile which we associate with being the most team-oriented. And what we mean by that is that they naturally think team first. So they're very selfless with their behaviours. For them to put the team in front of themselves is natural. Whereas we're not saying that low S's can't be team players, we're just saying that they're a little more individualistic with their focus. Now we're going to explain a very important concept once we get to the C's, and that is how we achieve the behaviour that we want from a completely different profile, because what we're going to learn is that any profile can behave the way that we want them to, but their motive for doing so is going to be potentially vastly different. But that's what we'll talk about when we look at the C's.